Vice President Kamala Harris on her first foreign trip today. She's tackling the urgent and difficult issue of illegal immigration into the U.S.
Yeah, she arrived in Guatemala last night, in part to learn why so many people leave the country. Ed O'Keefe is in Guatemala City.
Guatemalan President Alejandro Yamatei points out he and Vice President Kamala Harris have one thing in common.
She doesn't hold back, which is good. She is frank. We're not on the same side of the coin. We are in agreement in the what, which is something. We're not in agreement in the how.
Okay. Yamatei told us a root cause of undocumented immigration from his country is the economy. And we saw for ourselves that in some cases, the root cause of immigration is literally the roots that can no longer grow. It's forced parents like Lorenza, who struggles to feed her family, to let her oldest son go north. He's now in Houston and sends money twice a month. Things are even more dire for Lucia, whose husband also immigrated to Houston and now works in a restaurant. He sends her a few $100s a month that she mostly uses to pay off thousands of dollars in debts to a bank and human traffickers. She says the coyotes charged her husband more than $14,000 for safe passage.
Mostly people want to stay in Guatemala. They want to be in their homes.
Mary McInerney, a Chicago native, is country director for Guatemala for Save the Children, which helps women like Lorenza and Lucia.
If the vice president called you and said, what are the root causes of the problem in Guatemala, what would you tell her?
The main one, inequity. I mean, it's a big one. It's really big, but unfortunately, the majority of the poor and extremely poor do not have access to food, jobs, and education.
From here, the vice president heads next to Mexico, where she'll meet with that country's president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, Guatemala City.